My ideal partner is an orphan with no siblings.
We've got to start off by addressing the present day you. How are you holding up? You've been through so much.
Yeah, every day, just taking one day at a time. And I'm really trying to focus on me and healing and just self-love. And my sister's really good at my sister's really encouraging in that sense with the self-love because of her experience in life, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, what she's been through too. The entire family, it feels like they've always been there for you, but have you leaned on each other even more in these recent years?
Yes, I've been able to lean on my family even more, especially my sister Winter, who actually moved in with me. And I am very, very thankful for that. We got dogs together, which is an exciting part of the show for me. I love I love my doggies.
There's nothing like dogs and nothing like sisters to make you feel better, especially with the new season of the Family Chantel coming up. It's right around the corner. How are you feeling about the premiere and having everything play back for everyone?
It's definitely, honestly, if I'm honest, it is a painful reminder to have to sort of relive some emotional parts of my life. But I am looking forward to the future, just trying to stay positive. And I really am thankful for all of the love that I have received from other cast members and fans. And I feel very, just very grateful that
Yeah.
so many fans have actually shared their experiences with me and advice and tips. And it really moved me. It's so touching, and I'm so thankful for them.
Absolutely. Everyone's gassing you up, I'm sure, but everyone knows how difficult this must be for you to watch back. How was it to film this really vulnerable time in your life as you're navigating your divorce?
It was really hard. It was really hard, but I know that out of something that's really hard for me there will come, like, I feel like if I could share the most vulnerable part of my life and someone could see my mistakes and, see how I've handled it, it could help somebody else, which is why I
Yeah.
agree with it. And I mean, we're all human. Reality TV is so relatable for that reason. Um, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Now, how was it filming with your ex, having to come face to face for these things? Not only just the show, but getting rid of the house and all those kind of legal technicalities.
It was very difficult to have to deal with my ex and to face him and then to even talk to him. But it was necessary.
Mhm.
And I feel like it will be entertaining for the viewers and very relatable again, because, statistically speaking, the divorce rate is high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And obviously, there's the drama between both of your families. We've seen that for years, but it feels like it gets even more intense this season.
Oh, this is the most intense season. Um, because obviously, yeah, we are divorced. And you will see that the families, they have no reason to hold back now.
Yeah.
So if you thought that it couldn't get any worse, it does.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm assuming this is not a season you're going to be watching back every episode, or am I wrong? Do you think it's going to be cathartic to maybe watch a few episodes?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it or not.
Yeah.
Let's talk about watching it, right? So
Yeah.
I watched the last season. Sometimes I don't like, sometimes I'll watch clips because the times are painful to watch, but I watched the entire last season.
Mhm.
Um, I think I'm not sure. I just felt led to watch the entire last season, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch this one. It's not
Did watch
something is typical of me. I usually just watch the clips.
did watching the last season, did that bring any kind of clarity to you, or did that change anything for you getting to see the entire season?
It helped me because I was able to see my relationship from an outside perspective, you know?
Mm.
Like when I'm in it, you can say blinded by love. Yes, I was. Like all the things, all the emotions, but to have that time and then to take a step back and to rewatch it, it was a little therapeutic.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, it's relatable to so many people, and getting to hear these stories from people who are saying that you're watching you has helped them, or given them that kind of perspective for their lives. What has that been like for you? Has that made this easier?
It has made it easier. It's just made me feel like less of a failure in a sense, you know, like it's not a failure. It's just growth, and everybody's not meant to be together, you know. Sometimes you grow apart. It's natural.
Yeah. Now, do you attribute the end of your marriage to just kind of this more natural growing apart, natural tensions? Or I know your parents have always kind of maintained that there were ulterior motives on his side from the beginning. Have you come around to them, or what's your viewpoint now?
I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna answer that now,
Yeah.
as I feel like all of that will be cleared up on this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know a
Gotcha.
lot of people have been, curious about that as well, curious to what the truth is. What was it like unpacking the truth for yourself as you were figuring out what's been going on?
Oh, devastating. It
Yeah.
was devastating, but I'm just looking forward to the future and, you know, just want to get through it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's talk about the future. Where are you now in terms of your romantic life? Have you considered getting back out there? Are you thinking about it? Have you gone on dates? Where are we there?
I am interested in dating, you know, just trying to get back out there, but honestly, I don't know where to start because
Yeah.
I haven't done that in 7 years. And then I say it all the time, I'd love to just bump into somebody in the library and drop my books. And then, you know, a man, he helps me pick them up and then we fall in love. But I don't know that that happens anymore.
We'll get you a rom-com ending. Yeah.
Date apps and I haven't started with that, but I assume that I will eventually.
What are you looking for in your next partner? Maybe that will help narrow it down.
Okay, just someone who's very kind and intelligent, likes to travel, tall, muscular, generous. The list is it goes on. The list is long,
Yeah.
but I know it's out there.
High standards, as you should.
Not giving up on love.
Yeah. And has your marriage and the end of your marriage changed your perspective on love at all, for better or for worse?
I feel like love is a decision.
Mm.
And on better or for worse, you're asking?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you have had better view on it or worse view on it, basically.
I think that, yeah, I feel like love is a decision
Mhm.
and a commitment. And I feel like it's something that should be taken very seriously, especially if you make vows for better or for worse.
Yeah. Yeah. And looking back on yourself when you were getting married, and what are the lessons that you feel like you've learned about love, about relationships?
So many lessons. Maybe the biggest one is that the family is way more important than I thought.
Yeah.
Literally. You know, I thought, you know, initially in the beginning of my marriage, I'm like, oh, our families don't get along. whatever,
Yeah.
but it's not. So that's probably a deal breaker for me. Actually, my ideal partner is an orphan with no siblings.
Right. Let's just eliminate that complication right off the bat. Yeah. Now, looking back on everything, I know there's been so many ups and downs. Do you have any big regret for something that you did or something that you didn't do? Anything that really stands out to you where you're like, I wish I had made a different decision there?
There came a point in the marriage where there was like, a threshold of no return, but I kept holding on and I kept, kept pushing and trying to make it work. I can't say that I regret that either, though, Yeah.
So no regrets. It's happened how it happened for a reason, it sounds like.
Right. Must have.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you are looking to the future? You've got a new perspective, any different perspective you have on life now?
Life. I've definitely learned that I can take care of myself really well and I enjoy my alone time. I don't necessarily need anybody, but I would like to have a companion. I would like it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, as we're, prepping for the beginning of the season, is there anything else that you want to let fans know before they tune in?
I just want to let the fans know how thankful I am for them because they've really been very sweet to me in these past couple of months, and I really appreciate it.
That's wonderful. Is there anything that going into the season you want fans to know, but maybe it won't show up on the season, something you want to kind of get out ahead of or anything like that?
I'll do another interview with you. I'm going to watch the season, see if everything comes out and is portrayed how it should be.
Well, we will check back in once the season gets going. Thank you so much for talking with me about it today. And thank you so much for your candor.